My name is Erin, and I support Photojackpots.com and their mission for a free Venezuela. What if we told you that you could change the world? What if we gave you the medium to make your voice heard? What if you could help people in need with just the push of a button? Would you do it? Photojackpots.com creates photo competitions that help spread awareness of important and significant causes like cancer, Alzheimer's, poverty, food shortages, and currently SOS Venezuela. So what is SOS Venezuela? It's a movement for democracy in Venezuela. Venezuelans are risking their lives to reclaim their democratic government and their way of life. So what is actually happening that you should know of? Number one, imports and exports have all but halted. Venezuelans now have to wait in food lines to get the necessities such as toilet paper and other basic staples of life. Number two, there is no safety. One Venezuelan dies every 20 minutes because of crime and violence driven by poverty and scarcity. Number three, the media in Venezuela is now controlled and censored. Anti-government stations and programs have been shut down, and the media has been prohibited from airing unapproved content. Number four, the value of people's wealth has been stolen by 50 to 60% or more every single year through government-intended inflation. The minimum wage in Venezuela is now $59 per month. It's the lowest in all of Latin America and the Caribbean. As a result, the government has created a condition where Venezuelans must be dependent on government programs to sustain themselves, giving more power and control to the government. Number five, for years, the government has used intimidation and control to bully people into submission. The Venezuelans, namely the students and political leaders, with the courage to protest this government control, are being arrested and even tortured for their exercising their constitutional rights. So all of this is happening in Venezuela right now. And the question is, what happens if we do nothing and let this movement die? If we don't raise money and awareness, there will be no food provisions and basic staples to help the movement survive, and no money or means to mount campaigns to gain support locally and globally. With no movement, the regime continues to steal from the people and the economy continues to crash and the standard of living continues to plummet. With no movement, the regime continues gross violations on the rights of Venezuelans, prohibiting freedom of speech beyond the eyes of world leaders. As a result, the world will continue to turn a blind eye. With no movement, Venezuelans are left prisoners in their own country, with no support from countries who have the means to make the difference. We must do something. By not doing anything, we would be enabling these injustices to continue. So what can we do? What we can do is bring about global awareness. I'm going to show you how we can do that. We're going to reach 1 million people around the world and let them know what's happening in Venezuela. And we're going to raise money to empower the efforts of the Venezuelans in the front lines to continue their fight for freedom. Our access to do both is Photojackpots.com. We can achieve global awareness and raise money through this online campaign. How will the money and resources get in the hands of Venezuelans fighting for democracy? We've partnered with a 501c3 that has been at the core of supporting this freedom fight, and have the infrastructure and means to ensure our resources go directly to the people who need our help. So our goal is, number one, to raise global awareness. 1 million people reached. Number two, to raise money, because money is going to make the biggest difference. With a few clicks of a button and the cost of one Starbucks coffee, you'll join thousands of others partnering to bring democracy to Venezuela. When you share your link to get votes to win the jackpot prize, you give your friends the opportunity to join the movement as well. With Photojackpots.com, your one-click share could impact 50,000 people or more. Would you call that making a difference? I would. Don't believe me? Take a look. Now consider this is you. Let's look at the global impact you can have using a tool that we all have available to us, Facebook. The average user of Facebook has 300 friends. You click one button to share the link with your friends. Imagine that one click has only 3% or 9 people of all your friends join the contest. Of those 9 people, they share their link and only 3% or 9 people of all their friends join the contest. In a very short time, you've impacted over 60,000 people. That's the minimum potential of who will be impacted, and all it took was one click of the button from you. It really is that easy. Are you ready to make a difference? Let's do this. Click below now. Now, some of you may have questions before you're ready to get started. Let's address those now. How much is it to enter? It's just $5. What happens with my money? All the net proceeds go to the charity and cause to make a big difference. A small portion obviously goes to the winner of the competition and to keep the lights on at Photojackpots.com headquarters. But most of it goes to your cause, guaranteed. If I win the jackpot, how will I be paid? First, we ask you to take a picture with a check and do an interview so that everyone who's participated knows that you're actually real. Then we give you a check for your jackpot amount. It's as simple as that. What if I don't have an image to submit but want to participate? We've got you covered. We've partnered with artists who support the cause to supply images they've created for you to choose from. You can choose from our image bank when you purchase your entry and use it as your own. How does the one-click share work? Great question. We created a way that will allow you to share with all your Facebook friends via message and also post your Facebook wall daily or weekly, up to you, completely automatically. So the moment you click the share button, the system does the rest to promote your entry and to share this cause with all of your friends. Awesome, right? Okay, I'm all set. What do I do now? Click the link below and purchase your entry and then share with your world. Let's do this. So what are you waiting for? Venezuela needs our help. Compete to win, vote to impact, and share to support a free Venezuela.